Good evening, Bharat sir.
Good evening, Tapan.
Yeah. So just wait for 5 more minutes. Some students are still joining.
Okay.
Bharat sir, you can start.
Okay. I thought, is Varun going to be here?
Varun sir actually is in another meeting.
Okay.
No, I'm here actually. Yeah.
No, we are not talking about you, Varun.
Oh,
Actually, there is another, our batchmate is supposed to join. So, Varun sir is actually in another meeting.
okay.
So,
Okay.
he said that he will be joining in soon, in case he is free from that meeting.
Got it. Got it. Okay. So thanks everybody for joining. I know it's close to dinner time, or probably before or after. I don't know wherever you are. My name is Bharat Venkatesh. I'm your alumni, 2005 pass out actually. It's almost been 15 years now. And I live in Texas, Dallas, in the US. I've been here for about 8 years. I work for Hewlett Packard Enterprise, right? What was previously HP, the laptop company that you guys know, and we got split into different companies. So I work for the cloud division. Currently, I lead a part of their sales group. And in the past, I've been in different functions in strategy, analytics, planning, and so on and so forth. When Tapan told me about Skillcraft and that all of you are avid chess players, I was quite intrigued. I wanted to use the chance, to really one, thank you guys for participating, and two, I think the interest that you've shown in the game and some of your performance through your participation, I think is really heartwarming. What I wanted to spend a few minutes on, right? We can go through the formalities of the program or whatever, right? But I wanted to just spend a few minutes talking about chess, not the techniques or the details of it, but how it helps in the real world, right? How some of those core skills that you use when you play chess could help you in your career, right? Or plan along. Um, so let's break it down simply, right? And you feel free to ask questions, type in questions. I don't know, Tapan, if there is a way to type in questions or you can just ask. I'll let you moderate that.
Sure,
So
sure. I will.
Okay, perfect. So just think about the game of chess, right? All of you, of course, are very good players, and then you know what it involves. You've been playing for many years. But if you have to break it down very, very simply, what is it, right? You have a problem to solve, which is you got to win the game, right? It's that simple. But then what you got to do in that process is you got to analyze all the different options that you have. You may have different opening moves or different strategies that is there available to you. You've got to analyze the game situation. You can't just go previously, planned ahead of time and say, hey, this is what I want to do. These are the set of moves, and I'm going to win. It depends on the opponent. The opponent might think very differently. They might surprise you. They may not surprise you, but it doesn't matter. You have to be prepared with not just one option, but two, three, four options, right? And then if your plan, none of those options may even work. You may have somebody doing something totally unexpected, right? And then you have to change your strategy on the fly. Um, so clearly you can see that you are making decisions, you're analyzing the situation, you have multiple choices, and you have to pick the clear choice of your choice of preference, what you think is the best approach. And most importantly, stick to it, right? You have to have self belief that it is going to work, and then you have to keep an open mind and keep evolving until you get to the final goal, right? If you look at real life situations, what we just described now in the game of chess is elements of problem solving, right? You've got a big problem, you know how to go, you know how to analyze problems, you know how to recognize patterns, you develop reasoning skills, you develop skills on how to make choices. You have a lot of patience because the game cannot go at your pace all the time. And most importantly, you're thinking three, four, five steps ahead, right? Uh, which is what you can call strategy. So, in short, these are core ingredients, I think, for anybody to succeed, even in a job environment. right? I can give you some examples of how this works, right? Whether you want to pursue a very technical career or whether you want to pursue a career in management, right? Some of you may want to do MBAs, and some of you may want to get into the so-called hot jobs of the world, right? The biggest one is, what are the two most common jobs that people aspire for in if you want to do the management track? People want to be an investment banker, or people want to be in consulting, right? Those are the two big things. And so if you look at all these skills that we described, they're very, very, very relevant in real life as well. And I'll give you some examples of how I've encountered some of these skills, how to apply them, and how you guys can also think through some of this, right? For example, if you take about before that, let's say you want to do a very technical career, right? It's fine. You could be a programmer for a few years, and then you want to say, hey, I want to grow, right? And then you become a team lead, or you become a product owner, or you become an architect. That's the technology kind of career track that people typically have, right? Then you become the CTO of a company, or a CFO of a CIO of a company, or you become the head of R&D, right? Um, in those cases, what happens is, for the first couple of years, you could say, hey, listen, I want to sit, I want to write lines of code, and that's going to work for me. But after come year 3, 4, 5, when you want to grow, you quickly want to see you want to take a step back and analyze the situation and see what's the bigger picture. What is the market asking? Why is my product important? Will it work? Will it not work? Right? When you get into that frame of mind, all the skills we spoke about comes into play, because you've got to understand what consumers are thinking. You got to see if your product is going to make sense or not, and so on and so forth, which is typically a core function of product management, right? So that's one example. Let's take another example. Uh, Analyzing, right? How I mentioned, and you guys know probably, and then even through your jobs as engineers, we are analysts, right? In our brains, we're always analyzing all different outcomes, different possibilities, how things can be better or worse in every situation, right? Whether it's our life or our work or study or job or whatever, right? So, being an analyst, right? And I can talk to that because I used to lead analytics for a few functions in HPE. And so today the buzzword is analytics, and then you'll hear AI and ML and all of those things. What does it really mean to do that, right? So in a large company, what happens is you don't have it very broad-based analytics, right? You have very specific domains. You have finance, and that finance team will have a lot of people analyzing financial models. You'll have marketing, and marketing team will be analyzing all the different models, right? Let's say they'll talk about campaigns. How do you run campaigns? I ran an ad. What happened to it? How many people saw it? Because of that, what happened to my sales? So they'll be analyzing what they call marketing performance, right? But same thing in the sales. You could do a lot of those, or you could do a lot of those even in R&D, right? But those skills of analytics, again, at the core of it is two things. One is pattern recognition, right? You start understanding what is the repetitive pattern. Two is decluttering, right? You could we have a favorite phrase. It's called analysis paralysis, right? You could analyze all that you want, and you could come up with 20 different models and 40 different outcomes, right? But the reality is, end of the day, the purpose of analytics is for one individual somewhere in that chain, somewhere higher up, to make a decision based on that model. And so for that person, you cannot give them 40 options and say, hey, listen, decide which one will work for you. You'll have to break it down and say, here are the three best, given your situation, given how you think, or given where the company is. I think this is what will work best, right? And so that's where the rubber meets the road, right? You could be analytical, you could have all the critical thinking and reasoning and creative power, but end of the day, if it's not what I call anthropological approach, anthropology is a study of humans, right? So unless you don't tie it down to the interests of a human being, right? Whether it's you, me, whoever is making that decision, whether it is not, if it is not tied to our priority or tied to our charter or our goals, none of that analysis will make sense, right? So there is both the human element of it, and there is the actual numbers and the quantitative and the logical element of it, right? So um, think about every decision that you have to make as having two impacts, right? There is an rational impact. The rational is the analysis elements, which is our logical brain, right? Left brain telling us, hey, listen, here are the steps 1, 2, 3, here are the 4 different options, here are the 5 possible outcomes, which is the best one? If one doesn't work, how do I go to the other? All of that, right? Which is your whole mental dimension of how you want to tackle a problem. But the next element is, how do you really get people to believe what you have uncovered or what you analyzed or what you think is the best way, right? How do you rally troops to really inspire them around your finding and your message? That is going to be very key, because without that, you could be a great analyst, but you will be in a vacuum, and it won't have the desired impact that you would want to have. So think about, and that is the emotional impact side, right? So think about it, you as a student, right now your rational thing is, oh, I want to get great grades, I want to finish these 5 different courses, I want to appear for campus interviews, all of those things, right? But the emotional side of you is, hey, I want to be a great architect, or I want to be a great CEO in a few years, right? That is the emotional side of you. That is what your deep desire is. Oh, I want to compete, I want to be the best in this, I want to be the best in that. That is the emotional side. You can't put numbers on that, right? When you marry both of them, that's when you start being successful. If somebody came and told you, hey, you want to be a CEO, here are 10 steps that could possibly make you head in that direction. Here are 15 skills that you have to pick up along the way, right? Then you're a lot more interested than somebody just talking to you about grades for 20 hours at a stretch. So I just mentioned one, how all the different skills that you use in chess, which is relevant in real life. We talked about analytics. We talked about it meeting people's interest, the emotional and rational impact. And this is what, all the major consulting companies do, right? Some of you would have heard names like McKinsey Consulting, Bain, Booz Allen. There are so many other consulting companies, which is a dream for many people to get into, right? Uh, I had the opportunity of working alongside them in 3 different instances in my career. And this is all they do. They come every day in the morning with a clean mind. They just say, here are 4 different hypotheses that we have for this problem. Well, first thing is, what is the problem? Here are 4 different hypotheses that we have. Let us work through the day, let us interview people, let us analyze data, let us do all those things, and let's come back at the end of the day and see if all those 4 theories or hypotheses we put together still holds good. If not, let's remove 2, let's add 1 more, or let's reduce it and come with one final conclusion, right? So all these consulting companies, all these big hotshot jobs that you hear about, is just reduces to one thing, which is very clear logical thinking and the art of questioning and asking why things happen. You must have heard the 5 whys framework. Ask why 5 times until you get to the root cause of the problem, right? So all those frameworks are based on those 2 elements of rational and emotional impact that I mentioned. I've used this all the time in my career. There are times when we have awesome, guys with patents and other data scientists that we hire to analyze all kinds of model, create 600 different variables, and come up with 3, 4, 5 factors that make sense. But if I cannot take that information and give it to my senior vice president, He's not interested in models. He's not interested in understanding big data sets or what it is. He's got a problem, and all he wants is three different choices. In most cases, not even that, maybe two choices to decide what is the right approach, right? And so the human element of being able to translate some of that, complexity into simple human emotions or interests, I think is going to be the most. It's the most underappreciated. It is the one single thing I think that stops people from succeeding because they don't marry it to human emotions. But having a balance of both IQ, right, all that analysis with emotional quotient. All emotional quotient is nothing but the emotional impact or the human element that I was just talking about. Um, is very, very, very important, right? At the end of all this, if you're a leader, it goes slightly beyond that because the buck stops with you. Let's say you're the head of a company, you're a founder, you're a startup, right? You're running a startup or you're the CEO. You pretty much make the decisions and you have to live with those consequences. And that time, one other factor that becomes very, very important is your personal character and how strong you are in your beliefs, how strong you are in making your decisions, what clarity of thought you have, and what your value system is, right? It doesn't matter which culture, what background you came from, which loosely can be called spiritual quotient, right? The topmost leaders at those levels, you'll see that is very, very important. That's why you will see the leaders in many, many countries, heads of countries or heads of companies. A lot of times they get sacked, they get fired, or they're booted out of office because they lack that self development aspect or the spiritual quotient aspect, right? So they have high IQs, they have high EQs, they understand people, they're awesome with everybody in groups, but that doesn't get the job done, right? So there's the third dimension. So yeah, so that is my quick take on how what are the different elements to problem solving and how all of those is, you guys use in chess, but how you can apply it to real life as well. Last thing I want to end with is keep your passion up for the game because a lot of CEOs, believe it or not, they have grandmasters. They've hired grandmasters as chess coaches. In fact, my CEO is an avid chess player. He's got a chess coach and he learns because that keeps their mind sharp all the time. It helps them, hone all their management and strategy skills that they need to succeed in their job. So with that, I'll probably stop. Feel free to ask me any questions, whether it is about something I spoke about or anything even outside of that is fine. There's no filters, please. So with that, Kapil, I'll give it back to you. I know Varun's also here. That's all I had. Thanks for the opportunity.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Bharat sir. I'm opening the dais for everyone. If anyone has any questions, actually, Bharat sir has a rich experience. Started from NIT Calicut and now he's in Dallas, and his experience in varied fields actually. So you can ask any question. Okay, Varun sir, do you want to add anything here? Varun sir is here.
Yeah, I just got in. Yeah, so thank you, Bharat. It was nice hearing from you about analytics, the most hot career options nowadays. I believe those who are what is this called, who are very good at thinking capabilities and like the chess things. I think they can see as analytics as an option. So I would see that would be they can explore that option. So there's something called, we have our psychometric tests as well is there. You can you guys can come to our site and see the psychometric test, and it might it could be just a tool to find out or explore. You can explore what or how good in what type of you are based on your the test results, your psychomatic thinking is mapped with a particular careers. So in that way, you can see what careers you guys can excel better. And then coming to the chess, I'm very happy and congratulations for each one of you to participate, and as well as those. It's not like everybody have to win, but participation itself is a winning thing. So in that way, I congratulate each and every one of you to be part of Skillcraft chess league, and we would like to take this forward with the term, I mean, with the semester after semester, or at least once in a year. The reason why we want to have is chess is that we would like to have a person's overall development. We would love to help, or we want Skillcraft to be a platform to have a overall development of a person. And we thought, let's start with chess. We would like to have a special wing of Skillcraft wherein we would love to take more of sports, adventure sports, or trekking, cycling, a lot of things we want to come up with, since it's COVID time and most of you are not in the campus. We have not got into those areas. We're just trying to find out, explore the options wherein how we can, what all we can integrate online as much as possible. So yeah, all the best. And yeah, please do reach out to us. And if you guys, some of you would love to come up with new ideas, or you would like to volunteer Skillcraft, please let us know, so that we can work out together. Thank you, Tapan sir. Over to you.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Varun sir. And those of you who don't know, Varun sir is one of the director of Skillcraft. I'm hearing a echo. Varun sir, can you mute yourself?
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. So Varun sir is one of the director of the Skillcraft Academy, and we'll proceed with prize distribution now. But before that, I will just give you a 2 minutes a demo of what we are actually, because most of you are very new to Skillcraft. You know Skillcraft only by this chess competition which we have conducted, but we are way more than doing a chess competition. So I will just give you a brief introduction about Skillcraft. Then we'll proceed with certificate and cash prize distribution. Just give me a minute. I'm sharing my screen. Can you see my screen? All of you? Just give me a minute. So basically, we are uh, approached by almost like 30 plus alumni of NIT Calicut only. And we all are engineers actually working in different fields. And basically, we all came together, just to help the new students. So I will just give you a brief. Actually, I will not go through this PPT, complete PPT. I will just give you 5-10 minutes, give you a brief of 5-10 minutes. So basically what we are doing here, we are providing certain courses, just to supplement the efforts of the college. Okay. And yeah, so the approach which we follow it's like 360-degree approach for the success of students, where we take care of their technical skills, their personal skills, and their professional skills. So we have some certain courses, which are targeted towards all these three fields. So when it comes to technical courses, so we have courses like C++, data structure and algorithm, C# developer program, and on your right hand side you can see the pictures actually where all these students from NIT Calicut are getting benefited by these courses. So these are the classes actually which we have conducted early this year actually. Then unfortunately pandemic hit us, and Now, very soon, I think students are coming back and we will again, resume all these classes. So, and we also have some upcoming technology courses, like artificial intelligence. Python course is actually starting within 1 week only. Yeah, within a 1 week actually we are starting new data science and Python courses. So, and there are some upcoming courses also which we are designing, like paper presentation, how to present the paper, and symposium, and sector exhibition, and workshops which we are planning. When it comes to professional courses actually, so we have certain courses like how to improve your communication skills, presentation skills, how to present how to create a slideshow, a PPT presentation, and how to present it eventually. Then about your improve your placement and employability skills. On personality development front, we have courses like leadership skills, your art of success, and goal setting. These are basically some workshops actually. So you can, on your right hand side, you can see certain pictures, where uh, all this alumni from all reputed organization come and take these courses actually. So here actually the person here who is seated here is Girish sir. He is from DRDO, so he is also an IT Calicut alumni. So he come and takes. He took actually 2 or 3 of these courses. So, and it's basically, and we're also planning for meditation, yoga, and fitness courses. Actually, very soon we are going to launch it. So right now, as of now, we have trained 200 plus students when it comes to professional and personal skills development. And when it comes to technical courses, we have trained almost 100 plus students actually. And we are just year old. So that's our progress actually. And we are also very much into providing internship actually. We can help, we already help a lot of students actually, to get them right internship, because in this market actually, which is very very strict right now because of pandemic also, each and every opportunity is very important. So all the internship actually, it adds a lot of value. It became very critical actually, and it adds a lot of value to your resume. So we are also helping students to, as our most of the alumni are working in big organization like DRDO, Toyota, and yeah, like Bharat sir is also working over there. So we tried to connect, the students with the alumni, and then uh, try to get them internship. And yeah, so Harsha is one of the student actually who got benefited, and there are many others actually. So basically, this program is running right now, which is known as Skillcraft Placement League. Like we have Skillcraft Chess League, SCL. There's also something known as Skillcraft Placement League, where we are training students, all on all the stages of placement. So many of you got this thing actually, a bonus coupon of 150 rupees for SPL actually. And many of you have messaged me saying that, sir, what is SPL, and I have given you the link to go through, but I'll just give you a brief about what is SPL. So basically here generally more or less, the placement actually process generally contains 3 stages, written test, group discussion, and personal interview. So what we are trying to do, we are actually simulating the same process here. So we have developed a system actually where which will take a written test of you when it comes to your aptitude and technical skills. Then we have our alumni actually, professionals who will come and train you when it comes to group discussion, and how to what are do's and don'ts of group discussion, how to present yourself in a group discussion, and there would be a one-on-one feedback. Also, when it comes to personal interview, the professionals only will guide you, how to appear for a personal interview, whether it is technical round or HR round, So, and basically and you will be interviewed by these professionals actually who have more or less a 15 plus years of experience, industry experience. So that would be a good add-on for you actually, for your career also. Okay. So, any question regarding this? It was a very brief introduction regarding SPL. So anyone of you, if you are interested to join SPL, actually, you can message me and I will add you in the group. And any questions? I will just wait for 1 or 2 minutes. If there is any question, then we'll proceed with certification, prize distribution. Okay, so here is the ranking. Just give me a minute. Okay, someone is asking, Nihar is asking, sir, I am from NIT Agartala. Can I join too? Yes, yes. Nihar, you can join. Anyone can join basically. It's for engineering students. So it doesn't matter from which college you are. And right now we have two batches. We have two batches going on. One is for BTech and another is for MTech. So any eh, doesn't matter for, which degree you are doing in technology. Yeah, Varun sir, you want to say something?
Yeah, it's online, so anybody, it's not a place, it's not a constant. It's the desire you need to have to become better. So that's a qualification to be part of a sport. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyone can join. Yeah. So it doesn't matter from where you are. Everything will be online. Any other question?
So far, we have got very good reviews because most of the see first thing is that we are not working for money. We are this team of you know the team of Skillcraft. More, none of us are depending, or this is our career option. No, we are actually doing pro bono. Apart from our office work, we come back and then we try to help students. So Tapan sir has actually have about 15 years, 12 to 15 years of IT experience. He's come back and he's putting so much effort. It's only just because the students can become better. Bharat is also one of the founding members of Skillcraft. Bharat works in US. I work in Bangalore with one of the top four consulting firms in the world. So none of us are working here for money. We wanted to help students for those who wanted to learn and become better. So so in that way, when we are giving our feedback or when we are helping students in terms of GD and interviews, they felt very happy, and their feedbacks are very good. So that is actually encouraging us to go more and more to other students to and go more and more to help other students to become better. Yeah, thank you. Over to you, Tapan sir.
Yeah. Okay. Any other question before we move to price distribution? Okay. So I will just display all the certificates actually for top eight, and then I will WhatsApp you your certificates. It's in PDF format, digital format, and I will also Google Pay you. So your prize money. Okay. Nihar actually got the eighth position. So you can see his certificate here, and he won 300 rupees. 1 minute. Let me also open that file. Yeah. So this is the standing. Nihar got eighth prize. Okay, and 300 rupee. And here goes Nihar. Yeah. Okay. So how to round of applause for Nihar, everyone. Okay, thank you. And seventh position is Ashwin. Ashwin Srikumar. Same prize money. Sixth position is Mithun. Mithun is with us here. Nihar is with us. Ashwin, I'm not sure whether he is in the call. There? Okay. Devendra scored fifth place. He played extremely well. On fourth position, we have Vaishak. Vaishak is with us. Vaishak is not with us. Okay, he also played very well actually. Was in top four. On third place, we have Rishikesh. Okay, he got 750. On second position, we have Yashwant. Yashwant Narige. Okay, and he won 1,000 rupees actually, and he also helped a lot. Actually, he was one of the volunteer, so he also helped a lot. To arrange everything and to arrange all the rounds. And the person who won the tournament, the SCL Cup, is Varun Vijay. He played extremely well. Actually, last round was very tough between Yashwant and Varun, and Varun played extremely well. So big round of applause for Varun. And Varun got 1,300 rupees. So I will be forwarding all the certificates to you and on your WhatsApp, and I will also Google Play. So everyone, is anyone here who does not have Google Pay? So please install actually, because that's the medium we will follow. To Yeah. Okay. So I will be transferring all the your prize money after this call, and certificates also I am issuing right away.
Yeah,
Varun sir,
Tapan
you
sir.
want to say something?
Yeah. So, guys, just thank you. Varun is there. Varun is here, is it? Who else is here?
Oh, yeah.
Varun is here.
Hi, Varun. Congratulations, Varun.
Oh,
Varun,
thank you.
so starting with you, I would like to have your feedback. How did it go?
Uh,
Can some of you can give us your feedbacks, please?
as in the tournament, how the tournament went?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was fine. Like I didn't find any problems with it.
Okay. Any improvement do you suggest for the next time when you're doing it?
Like I'd say it depends. As in, the one thing that like I found a bit odd was the fact that like the starting rounds. Like I understand why it was done. Like the starting rounds was blitz, and the subsequent rounds were a much more like a longer time format. So instead of that, I'd say something like having simultaneous games being played in a larger time format at the same time. So that'll be all, I guess.
Okay. Point noted. Anybody else would like to give feedback? Nihar, Madan. Nihar, would you like to give any feedback on it, on the tournament?
No, sir, nothing.
Any improvements do you suggest?
Sir, what I felt was before the games were started, it was like a 10 minutes, 3 minutes increment game. On the first day, it was changed to 5 minutes blitz. So that was like something I felt odd, because the before rules were like for 10 minutes, then they were changed to 5 minutes. So before it was intimated, then it would have been nice. Means from the starting itself, if they have told us that it will be 5 minutes for the start, then they will, after the main round, they will go to 10 minutes. Then if Means they haven't intimated in the right amount of time. So
Okay,
maybe
got
it is because maybe some had problems with that, because they might be practicing for 10 minutes, but they have given a blitz, so some may have problems with that, those who haven't been here.
okay, got it. Point noted. We will improvise next time better.
Yeah, that's actually a common feedback actually we got from everyone. So it was actually somehow got miscommunicated, because we thought that preliminary round actually we were having almost 40 plus students actually. So getting one or one match conducted for 10 plus 3 would be a troublesome job. It would go too long. So we just thought to have a blitz actually, to select top 8 and then go for 10 plus 3. But it's a nice feedback actually which we got from. And down the line in SCL2 Cup, actually we'll have either if we are going to have blades actually for preliminary round, because that is more suitable actually when you have such a strength. But then we will like make sure that we'll intimate you before only, so you can practice blades also. That's fine with everyone, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Thank you.
And Madan, do you have any? Would like to add on anything on that apart from the timing, the blitz thing? Apart from that,
No, sir. Actually, I agree with Nihar. Yeah.
yeah. What about Sunil? What about Sunil? Sunil, you would like to add something on it? Mithun,
No, sir.
yeah, you don't have any. Fine, fine. So I want one more suggestion from you guys. So this time we had about 40 of us joining from different places. So if you want to target 100 to 200 people, you want to reach out to 100 to 200 students. What is the best way? Do you think you guys, that we can reach out? Ashwin, if you want to add on something on it.
Sir, basically, most people play the game, to play a lot of opponents. So I think instead of making it into an elimination round, we could conduct a tournament which is Swiss, and everybody could play every round. So in that case, even if people are not making to the top places, they can still play throughout, and they would find that interesting. They would keep on coming back again to play more games and tournaments.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, that's a very nice suggestion, Ashwin. Thanks. We'll try to implement it.
Yeah, and we want some volunteers to conduct the next event in case, because no, it's all by the students for the students to the students, sort of. So if any one of you would love to, of course, Ashwant was there. Ashwant is still there. He's still third year. We would love to, some of you can, if all of you, we would love to if you can come and join Skillcraft for the chess tournament, team, and help Tapan sir and us, all of us, to conduct the next tournament. So if any of you would love to volunteer, it will be great. And then suggest us that how do we make it little more better next time. Of course, we have taken your feedbacks now, and we will incorporate that. Along with that, if you guys can, it would be great if you guys can join in, or we can have a core team of Skillcraft chess club, wherein we can plan up a national level event. All NITs we can. If you guys, I'm happy we have someone from Agartala. Who was that? That is, I forgot his name. Yeah. So we are happy. We have yeah, Nihar. I think Nihar is from Agartala, right?
Yes, sir.
So we would love to do it pan India, all NITs. It's just tournament. We would love to do that. So okay, Sunil is also from Agartala. Great. Wow. So like that, now we are from Calicut, Agartala, then we can at least, you must be having some friends in some other NITs. So why don't we do that? How is the plan then? So we can plan out in next June something, sometime, if I don't know, July, when are you guys want to do that? Acha, you got it from Harsha. Okay, cool. So like that, you may be also having some friends somewhere else, and then we want to reach out to as many students as possible. Yeah. Chalo. So thank you guys. Tapan sir, over to you, sir.
Yes, sir. Thanks a lot, Varun sir. Thanks a lot, Bharat sir. And thanks everyone for joining in. And whatever your participation was, we appreciate it a lot. Actually, you are the guys who made it successful. We have tried it for first time actually, and with a lot of apprehension we have tried. And but you all came together and made it successful. So thanks a lot to each and everyone. And thanks a lot for your suggestions also. We'll definitely try to improve next time, and next time we'll be coming back with a bigger prize money, with a bigger tournament, and with all your suggestions implemented. And I want you seriously all you guys to come together and help us actually, because for us also getting into a chess competition is it's a very naive actually. We are also naive when it comes to this area. So please come together, like become a volunteer like Yashwant became actually this time. I want you guys to come and help us, and we'll make it a big tournament down the line. I'm planning to have it every quarter. So let's make the best use of it. Let's learn together, let's have fun together. So thanks a lot once again, everyone, for joining. I can see Bharat sir unmuted himself. Sir, you want to say something?
No, I mean, this is really, again, thanks for the opportunity. It's good to see the enthusiasm and the feedback. So please keep it going. And like Varun said and Tapan said, we need all your help to make it successful. We want to do something that's relevant for you, something that you like, and we want a broader NIT community as well. So again, thank you, Tapan, for all the effort in organizing, and Varun for guiding this work, and all the participants for making this a success. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Bharat sir, for joining. And I can understand it's very early morning for you over there, and you also have to do office work. So,
No
but still,
problem. Anything to be with a bunch of smart people.
thanks a lot, sir. Thanks a lot for joining. Thanks a lot,
Yeah.
everyone, for joining in.
Bye.
Bye bye. Have a nice time. Bye bye.
Bharat, you can stay back if you are still there. Bharat has left. Oops.